Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council.
Good Wednesday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 FM weather. Partly sunny skies, chance of a shower or thunderstorm today, the high in the low to mid-80s. Spotty showers and thunderstorms overnight in the low 60s. You'll be in the mid-80s Thursday, partly to mostly sunny, and partly to mostly sunny Friday, the high around 85 degrees. Saturday's looking pretty good, but maybe some showers and thunderstorms by Sunday. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. The US State Department's pulling all non-emergency employees out of Iraq as tensions rise with neighbouring Iran. New Zealand PM Jacinda Ardern and French President Emmanuel Macron are calling on social networks to take action on removing terrorist content. The US state of Alabama's Senate has voted in favour of an outright abortion ban, and UK MPs will get to vote in early June on legislation to take Britain out of the EU.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Jones, and my special guest today is Mr. Tierre Hamilton from the Jonesboro, Arkansas Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Today we're going to be talking about the Kappa League Mother-Son Soiree. I said dance. I'm sorry. It's a soiree black tie event. So good morning, Mr. Tierre.
Good morning.
All right. So this is not the first one. So give us some background before we get started into the event about Kappa League, and what are some of the service projects that they participate in.
Sure. So first off, let me say this will be the second annual Mother-Son Soiree dance, if you will. But just a little bit about Kappa League. Right now we're working on this is our 2.5-year mark as far as the Kappa League in Jonesboro goes. We are about to induct our Delta chapter. Okay. Not chapter, but class, which will be coming up also on Sunday. So the Mother's Son dance will be the first time that people will be able to see them as part of Kappa League as well. Just some of the things that we do with the Kappa League. Our theme is just to help a boy become a man. Okay. So we want to make sure we're not only there as in a father role, but also in more of a brother role. Okay. For some of the guys that may have things that may be on their mind, or things they feel like they can't talk to their parents about, or whatever the case may be. We want to be that separate avenue. But not only for us, but also to give them a brotherhood amongst each other. Okay. To where they can trust each other, talk to each other, work alongside each other. We want to teach them things that are going to help them out in life that they may not get in school. Things such as tying ties, or Robert's Rule of Order, or things like that are going to help them be essential in life, period. We also have started our awarding scholarships for the seniors. There's requirements, to receive those scholarships, but we now have been able to start that this year as well. We do things such as canned good drives. We do coat drives in the winter. We do the Thanksgiving dinner service with St. Bernard's. So we just try to have those guys out in the community as much as possible. We do highway cleanups. We've recently got a Kappa League sign out going towards Memphis, past right before the Bay exit. So
okay,
so
awesome. So you all really pour a lot of positive energy, knowledge, and whatever into these young men. And I had the opportunity to speak with a few. It's been some months ago. They were guests on the show, and they talked about their experience and how being a part of Kappa League has just helped them to understand who they are as a young man, as they grow into being a man, and it has helped them with their education, become more disciplined in a variety of areas of their life. And for some of them, it has increased their relationship with their parents. They're able to have conversations, and the parents are now seeing the young men they're becoming, and they're being more receptive to having certain conversations.
And that's what we want to, that's the overall goal.
That's awesome. And I, as a mother of a son, I know how important mentor groups, or I don't want to call this, it's not social group, but mentor type groups. I know how important that is, especially for young men in our society, because men face a different set of challenges than women face.
Sure.
And so even though most men are not emotional and will open up about how they feel, they still need things. They still need love and support, things that just women cannot give. And so you all are there to kind of help fill in that gap. For some, they may live in a single parent home. We don't know all the situations, but anyway, you all help fill that gap and provide what they need as they're growing young men.
Awesome. That's definitely what we want to do.
And I mean, based on some of the posts that I've seen, you all have had a great group of young men come through. You just had some graduate.
Yes,
so tell us about those that have that you've seen from the beginning to now that have graduated from high school.
Well, you have a group of guys that may have came in. I won't name any names, but just some that came in that were really shy.
Okay.
That they were kind of in this bubble or shell, if you will.
Okay.
And you can kind of tell that they were in that, when they got there. To now, they've come to a point to where they're outgoing. They can't wait to be around other people, and they're just. You can just tell that it's more of a genuine happiness.
Okay.
I think it was more or less they were in that shell because they just didn't feel comfortable. And some people, especially nowadays, you have a lot of parents that will shelter children, and for the most part, you can't blame them, with a lot of things going on. So they haven't had that necessary interaction with a lot of other people. This is an opportunity to do that, not only to be able to do it outside of school.
Okay.
To do that in a business setting, to do that in a social setting, because it's not all about, business for us with those guys. We like to make sure, that they have fun. We may have days where we just go to a gym and play basketball, or, we may have dances, or we may have, parties for them, or whatever the case may be. So we try to make it a business and a social interaction as well for those guys.
That's
so,
awesome.
That's one of the main things that I've seen with a lot of the guys is just that worm into a butterfly effect.
Okay. And so with the dance, I keep saying dance, soiree, from my perspective, this would give them opportunity to show their moms and others in the community, just what they've learned and absorbed over the time period of being in the Kappa League, and also just show their parents a good time, their mom a good time.
Yeah, and it is. And one of the things that, because it's so close to Mother's Day, and we do that purposely because we want to, first off, Mother's Day it should be a little more than one day.
Yes.
Let me say that first, but second of all, we want to continue to promote that bond between mother and son.
Okay.
We always want to promote a bond between mother and child, or father and child anyway. But the thing is, most people, a lot of the schools, they do daddy-daughter dance, or they may do mother-daughter tea, or whatever the case may be. But nobody's really doing anything with the sons.
Yes.
So that was kind of our mindset. Well, what can we do, and what better organization to do that than an organization, that's there to mentor young men. So let's take that organization and let's continue to strengthen that bond between mother and son. So let's do that through a dance. Where the parents can get out, mingle a little bit, with other parents that may be going through same things that they're going through. You know, they may be facing the same challenges or whatever the case may be. But not only that, if you may not even have any challenges, you may just want to dress up.
Okay.
You may just want to dress up and go out and have a great time. But not only that, we're going to have, you know, we're looking, and the reason we're not calling it a dance this year, we're calling it a soiree because we're going to make it an event.
Okay.
We want it to be more than a dance. We're going to have just plain old fun. We're going to have a balloon drop. We're going to have picture at 6 o'clock. We're going to have the Kappa League. They're going to start strolling. As they're strolling, we're going to start the balloon drop. The balloons are going to drop down on them with glow sticks all around the place. We're going to have chocolate fountains. We're going to have the food is going to be catered by Addie Soul Food. A DJ Ice Tray is going to be on the mics.
Oh, no, they're having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have iconic photo booths is going to be in the building. We're going to have the decor is done by A Lady's Touch of Elegance by Melanie. It's just going to be a really, really nice thing. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really nice, you know. And then we're going to have an award for the best dressed couple, mother and son couple. We're going to have dance contests. We're going to have a hula hoop contest. And then we're going to have a Who's Your Mama contest. And it's just kind of a play on the... I don't know if you've been to weddings where they, you know, not a wedding, but where you have to go through and you have to grab the wrist to see, you know, if you know who your wife is or husband is or whatever the case may be. We're going to do the same thing. Do you know who your mom is? You know, we're going to blindfold them. I mean, it's just going to be all out fun, you know.
All right, mothers and sons, y'all better get to knowing each other. Start practicing your dance moves.
Exactly.
Get your outfits together.
Exactly. Because I've had a couple of people that said, you know, they felt like they should have won last year, best dress, and they're going to come with it even harder this year. So
they're coming back to redeem their crown.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so let's tell everybody when and where this is going down.
The Mother-Son Soiree, second annual Mother-Son Soiree, will be on this Sunday, May 19th, and that's going to be at the ASU Pavilion. Okay. I'm not sure what the actual address is for the pavilion. It's 205 A Street. That's what it is. And it's going to be on the campus of Arkansas State University. And if you have any questions or concerns about it, you can feel free to give me a call or inbox me, text me, whatever the case may be. You can reach me at 870-340-6798.
Okay. I was looking at, I'm looking over my sure. Looking at the flyer. And so it says the theme is Forever and a Day, A Mother's Love. So can you give us a little insight into how you all came up with that theme?
Sure. So Forever and a Day, you know, people, we know that a mother's love is unconditional. Mm-hmm. So obviously that love has to be forever. But I feel like I'm a firm believer that even in the grave, your mother's still going to love you. She's still going to be looking over you from above. So we feel like forever and a day is going to be a mother's love.
Okay. So from just eternity and beyond.
Absolutely.
All right. And so we want to let everybody know we need you to get your tickets. You know, register. And there's a link on Eventbrite, and it's Bright, Brite. And so, for those that go to Eventbrite, who maybe not have access to Facebook, can they type in mother, son, you know, dash something? Like, how can they search it quickly?
You can go online and you can just type in Kappa League, Mother, Son, Dance. Okay. Or you can type in Gears Foundation and find it that way.
Okay. And so how much are the tickets?
The tickets are $25 per couple. Okay. If you have extra child that you want to bring, it's $5 for the extra child. Okay. And of course, you know, Kappa League members, their tickets are $10.
Okay. And then we want to let everyone know that, you know, all funds raised go into the Gears Foundation.
Absolutely.
So, and that is a wonderful thing that you all have created, and it was in honor of
Dr. Gaines.
Dr. Gaines, who is also a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity.
Absolutely.
Was one of the first black professors at Arkansas State University.
Yes, he was part of the circle.
And he contributed so much, you know, to the education of young people while he was, you know, teaching on campus. So for those that may not know, they should know by now, but tell us a little bit more about Gears Foundation?
The Gears Foundation, basically what it is it's the Gaines Educational and and Enrichment Scholarship Foundation.
Okay.
So that is how we fund Kappa League. Through the Gaines Foundation.
All right.
So everything that we do with Kappa League, we do that through the Gaines Foundation. All of our scholarships, everything that we're able to do, all of our college days that we take them on, or whatever the case may be. I mean, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing, even if it's just the college announcement days or whatever the case may be, which that'll be coming up soon as well. So everything that we do is funded directly through the Gaines Foundation.
And I love how you all, again, pour so much into these young men. Some of them, college may not be their thing, and they may not want to go right after high school, but you still provide the opportunity to get to learn more. And then they, along the way, they get to, again, learn who they are and what they want and what path they want to take. And I love how you all just encourage them to be their own person and, kind of decide, okay, what do I want to do? What's best for me?
Sure.
And you provide those resources. I saw, some different pictures. Not, you all didn't post a whole lot, but you did a college tour, kind of a college tour visit last year.
We were not able to do that last year. We are doing it this year over the summer. We will be doing that. We'll be starting that. And essentially what we want to do is we want to do it on a grand scale. We want to eventually open it up to the public as well, and maybe take 30, 40, 50 people, halfway across the country. We want to, start out we want to go to areas that we can hit 3 or 4 colleges in 2 or 3 day span, real close there, and then come back. So essentially, that's what we want to do eventually.
Alrighty. Now, from your perspective, as being a mentor leader in the organization, what do you get out of interacting with these young men? Because I know you all give so much, but people don't realize when you volunteer, when you mentor, you receive as well. So what do you receive in return?
For me, it's the joy.
Okay.
I come from a single parent household. So for me, it's the knowing that the things that I wish I had a bigger brother or someone I could talk to or someone more of a father figure there, it's being able to make sure we provide that for those young men. Okay. Being able to make sure that, none of those young men, or that all of those young men know that if there's something they need, they can come to. They have someone they can go to, and they have someone that they can feel comfortable going to. Okay. So that, just, to me, is just that joy of knowing that we could be making a difference in someone's life, even if it's just one person, to me, that means a lot.
Awesome. We have a few Facebook comments, and I apologize, I'm not overlooking you. I want to say good morning to Miss SD and Shanquetta Cunningham, who says, Junior and I will be there soon. We'll be there soon. Give us a couple of years. And then she mentions Patricia Danielle. She's trying to get other people to take their kids to the mother-son soiree. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
We need as many mothers and sons out there to go and support this wonderful organization and this event. I mean, for nothing else, get dressed up and go out and have fun.
Absolutely.
You know what?
You will have fun.
Get your outfits together, because there will be awards for various categories, and I'm sure you have the photo booth. Now, will you have a special backdrop? How does your photo booth work?
Well, the photo booths, basically what we'll do is we'll have just a green backdrop, just a green screen. But once you take your picture, once you get up on screen, it'll be a special backdrop behind you. Okay. So it's a digital created backdrop. Oh, wow. That's how that works. And we'll have props available. So you'll be able to just come in, put on props, silly props, and have a good time. Or if you want to, just take regular pictures. You can take as many pictures as you like. Take pictures with whoever you like. Okay. It's all free.
And do you get a printout? Can you choose one or so to get a printout
Well, what we're doing is we're doing a digital photo.
Okay, digital.
Mm-hmm. So what you'll do is once you take that picture, you'll be able to email it or text it to yourself.
Okay.
And you can do that on the spot, so you'll get that picture immediately.
That's awesome. I need to play around with the photo booth once I get my hair done. All right. So again, that is May 19th, which is on this coming Sunday.
Correct.
And Okay, what's the date? Because the time is 12 a.m. I know that's not right.
The time is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
4 p.m. to 7 p.m. ASU Pavilion. And so now look, you need to get your tickets in advance because they're $25.
Correct.
In advance.
Correct.
Now, if somebody, didn't register, they just, okay, I'm paying at the door. What's the price at the door?
It's $30 at the door.
$30 at the door.
Yes.
And the funds raised goes toward the Gears Foundation, which is a wonderful scholarship and foundation, and it provides many other services.
Absolutely.
So we really encourage you to go to Facebook and look up Kappa League Jonesboro, and also look up, does the Gears Foundation have their own Facebook page?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And then if you would like to participate in any way, reach out to any member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I know they'll be happy to have your support. All right. And so after this event, what are some other things you all may have coming up?
In the same spirit of creating that bond with the parents, we're looking to strengthen the bond from the father and son perspective. So close to Father's Day, we're just waiting. Right now, we're just waiting on one more little detail to get finalized, and then we'll officially announce that with the date, time, and everything. But we're going to have a father-son 2-on-2 basketball tournament. So and the basis is everybody feels like they can play basketball, so let's bring it and let's see if you really can.
Okay.
And we're going to have different age groups for the children. So you'll have an age group that's going to be say 5 to 8 years old for the child. Then you'll have a 9 to 12-year-old. Then you'll have a 13 to 15-year-old, and then you'll have a 16 and up child division. And so you'll play with your father or father figure. There are. And of course, if you have an extra child, then you can have that one sub there. But during that tournament, you're going to play. You'll have a winner of each age division. And you will have, hardware. We're going to have a 3-point contest. It's going to be for the father and the son. One person will start on each end. You'll shoot and meet in the middle and decide who gets to finish that last rack.
Now, when you say on the end, thinking about the course, so starting in the corners. And then you'll meet in the middle, let the father and the son meet in the middle of the 3-point line, and you guys can finish that last rack together. Okay, that sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be like and I don't know if anybody remembers the AN1 videos back in the day. So it's going to be along that style. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have someone that's going to be hosting during the tournament, just talking noise. So it's going to be a good time.
So you're kind of bringing, what's that movie, Uncle Drew?
Yeah.
So
we're bringing Uncle Drew to life.
Okay.
Except I'm Uncle Drew.
You're going to show him how it's done.
I am. The old man's going to have to school some people.
All right. I want to take a word to Miss Shay Washington. Thank you for checking in. Again, please make your plans to go out to the Mother-Son Soiree this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. at the ASU Pavilion. Get your tickets in advance. You can go to Eventbrite, or you can find the link on the Kappa League Facebook page. Go out and support this wonderful organization, these wonderful young men that are really trying to elevate themselves. So in our last minute, any final words, any of encouragement or anything like that?
In the last words, just come out and support.
Okay.
We talk about not enough being done in Jonesboro, nothing to do. Hey, this is one of those opportunities to come out and do something different. The more support we have, the more things that we can do.
That's right.
So we definitely want to do things. We have something lined up for May, June, July, and we're looking at something in August and September as well. So, but the more support we have, the more we'll continue to do. So.
That's awesome. Well, we thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Tierre.
Thank you for having us.
Today is an abbreviated day, so after the announcements, you'll hear some mixes. And remember, today is All Gospel Wednesday, and stay tuned. Brother Cobbs will be in about 11 o'clock, so to carry you out through the rest of the day. Hope everyone has a great and blessed day. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the